In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make appraisals, yes, those dreaded appraisals, those dreaded PDRs, personal development reviews, personal development plans and coaching sessions, even more effective. And in a nutshell, it's all about asking some brilliant questions. Now, I'm amazed at how bogged down we get by processes, documentation, form filling. It's not about the documentation, it's not about the forms, I know we need them. It's about having some brilliant conversations. And it's about asking some brilliant questions. And do you know what? It's then about doing something equally brilliant with the answers to inspire and motivate our people. So I'm just going to talk about some really good questions that I think should be in development reviews. Now, I do appreciate we can't put everything on a documentation, but as I said, it's not about the documents, it's about having great conversations and doing something useful with the answers. My favourite question to everybody is, so what have you learnt about yourself? You ask a lot of people that question, you'll very rarely get an answer, they've got to think about it. So if you are going to ask these types of questions, give them to people before the event so they can start prepared, get them used to these types of questions. Quite often people say to me, yeah, but they won't be open and honest. I said, with me. They often say that. But the thing is because we just spring a surprise on them with certain types of questions, they haven't thought about it. And after all, it's not really that they don't want to answer, it's that we don't like asking the questions, because sometimes we're scared of the answers. But as a manager, we've got to have these courageous conversations and deal with the real issues. My other favourite question is, what do you think of me as your manager? And a lot of managers say, I couldn't possibly ask that. Why not? You're better off knowing that's the answer to that question than not knowing it, because you can do something about it. Another great question in this environment is, how have you coped with change? And, have a discussion about how they've dealt with change over a period of time, because we're all going through lots of different change. Talk to them about and ask them questions. What new ways of working have you embraced? Because we're all being challenged constantly with new ways of working and new technologies. It's a great question. What have you enjoyed? What haven't you enjoyed? Oh, I couldn't possibly ask that question. Why not? Then you can do something about it. What aspects of your job do you feel you've really excelled at and stepped up? I'd like people to come into reviews and then be able to wave their flag and tell me what they've done. But unless we challenge them to prepare for these, all we get is sometimes one-word answers, or I'm not really sure, I haven't really thought about it, which isn't much good at all, is it? And also, I think a great question is, how will you continue to add value to your job, the team and the business? That'll get a few people thinking as well. And what areas of work can you do that you couldn't do, say, 12 months ago? And what challenging situations and circumstances have you had to overcome? Now, as I said, there's lots of different questions, and I'm sure you can think of some other great questions. But please have these conversations. And if you like this style, this more coaching style to developing our people, please get in contact with me and we can talk about it in more detail. But there's another video you might like to watch, and it's about the 4 real important questions on how to motivate people. So please look at that on the site as well, on my YouTube site here that you're watching. And as I said, if you want any other ideas on how to make reviews, coaching sessions, PDRs, appraisals, personal development plans and so on and so forth effective, get in contact and we can design and put some questions together that will really make a difference. We can also train and coach your managers to be so much more effective, and also help your team members to start taking a lot more personal responsibility for their self-development, so they demonstrate professional responsibility, and also so they can continue to future-proof themselves and in turn future-proof your business. So please get in contact. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time.